then, the LGBTQ plus community and its supporters have continued to gather in June to celebrate Pride. Runners in New York marked the end of Pride Month with a race in Central Park.
With hundreds of floats and tens of thousands of people, the Los Angeles Pride Parade celebrates its 53rd year. Supporter Patty Gomez offers free auntie hugs along the route.
Raise your flag for the ones who think they can get somewhere. Raise your flag for the ones who think no one believes in them. Raise your flag for the ones who already feel like giving up. I stand here not as one, but we're all in this together. Reach high and raise your flag. Raise your flag. Raise your flag. Oh, raise your flag.
Greetings to all who are watching. Welcome back to Estudiant Talks, promoting rights, inclusivity, diversity, and equality. Also known as the Pride Podcast. I am Mr. Perez and I'm here with my co-host, Miss Sumawang, ready na ispilahat ang hottest tea sa inyong lahat.
Pero wait, don't you think we're forgetting something? Because obviously our podcast wouldn't be complete without our dearest guest joining us for today! Give it up for... Russell! Kenneth, Joanna, Shaquel, and Baby Jane.
Pero bago tayo mag-start, may gusto muna ako itanong sa inyo since kakatapos na ng exam natin at yung ibang beta natin is tapos na. Ano yung parang naging takeaway niyo?
Okay lang, masaya kasi natapos namin yung mga gagawin namin. Okay lang.
Ito ngayon, may tatanong muna ako pero yung tanong na to is hindi connected sa mga exam natin. Probably general knowledge lang yung kailangan para masagot. Ito yung tanong, ano yung unang pumapasok sa isip nyo kapag nakita kayo ng rainbow o bahaghari? Pero may twist, paunahan sino?
Siguro happiness at joy. Kasi tuwing nakakita ko ng rainbow, siguro nakaalala ko yung pagkabata ko na tuwing pagkatapos ng yun yung nakikita ko at inaabangan ko. Kaya, ayun.
So sa akin, yung rainbow is nagbibigay harmonious and colorful, lalo na sa mga bata kasi yung color is nagbibigay halaga sa kanila. Yun lang.
Sa akin naman, parang lumalabas yung inner child ko kapag nakakita ko ng bahaghari o rainbow. Kasi, di ba dati nung kabataan pa natin na napakasabik natin na makita yung bahaghari tuwing pagkatapos ng ulan. Parang ganun lang.
For me, parang nagbibigay siya ng hope during challenge time, ganun. Like sunshine sa after rainy days.
Hey! Ako si Arman Salotins. Si besides sa colorful elements ng rainbow, yun din, joy din. Parang masaya.
Di ba dun sa mga nasagot nyo, ano yung parang naging inuha nyo? Parang tungkol saan siya lahat?
Sa rainbow.
Ano ngayon, sa topic ng podcast natin, tatalakayin natin yung rainbow community or yung LGBTQIA+ people, yung mga law nila at kung ano yung meron sa kanila.
Additionally, we will specifically tackle the issue of the sexual orientation, gender identity, and the expression or the sojidel. But before we actually begin with our topic, let us start with a colorful and wonderful episode with an activity.
Welcome to Soji Showdown!
Host, what is this gimmick even about?
Sure.
I might sit out hosting for a while because I like to play also. Be right back, partner.
Right? Just another trick to keep viewers sticking up until the end. Pero, joke lang yon. Ngayon, bago tayo mag-start, sasabihin ko muna yung instruction ng ating game. So, everyone will be split in half, with Russell, Jane, and Shaquel being the Soji team, while Joanna, Kenneth, and my co-host Kiara are the Showdown team. I'll ask a series of questions related to our topic that everyone should answer in order to get points. However, tatalikod yung mga player natin at kung sino yung unang kumarap, siya ang may chance upang makuha yung mic. And kung wala na kayong tanong, let's begin. Ang unang maglalaban ay si Kenneth at si Jane. Bigyan mo natin sila ng palakpak. Guys, talikod na. Here's the question, true or false. Equality is a basic human right, but not everybody gets it. 1, 2, 3, go!
True!
Bakit?
Kasi hindi naman natin nakukuha yung, hindi naman may ibang tao na unfair po. Lalo na, totoo naman Diba? Hindi lahat pantay-pantay yung pagtrato-trato na yung, kaya nga. Ano nga yung tanong?
Equality is a basic human right, but not everybody gets it.
True. Kasi di ba, di naman lahat ng tao fair. Like, parang, okay.
Can you repeat the question?
Equality is a basic human right, but not everybody gets it.
True. Kasi lahat naman tayo may... Oo, wait lang. Not everybody gets it, di ba? Kasi may dalawang gender lang naman, tama? Siguro, ayun, hindi ko na alam. O may sagot ka?
Meron.
Oo, sige.
Ano nga yung tanong?
Equality is a basic human right, but not everybody gets it.
Lahat naman po kasi ng tao may human rights. Then yung, Then yung ibang tao po, hindi po nakukuha ng ganun kadali yun. Kasi iba-iba po yung pagtrato natin, lalo na po sa iba yung gender, like po ng transgender and bisexual, tapos mga gay ganon. Yun po.
And the answer is true. So, makakuha ng first point is
And ito yung pangalawang tanong. What does Tutsoli stand for? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, go! Sa tingin niyo, tama o mali yung sagot nila? At yung sagot nila ay tama or...
Kumain at hindi nagtira ng butil. SOGI stands for Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity, and Expression. It's how people experience attraction, how they see themselves, and how they show themselves to the world. And this term isn't just for LGBTQ community. Everyone has a SOGI.
Sino na? Pamili na kayo ng pinaka-gusto niyong bed. Again, ready? This is the question. What is the purpose of the SOGI Equality Bill? Again, what is the purpose of the SOGI Equality Bill? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wala pa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go na. Go na. Go na. Sabi ko 5.
Nag-go na siya! Ang purpose ng Soju Bill Equality is para hindi tayo yung katulad nung dati, gaya nung sinabi ko kanina, na, di ba dati, hindi tinatrato ng tama yung mga taong parte ng community nila. So ngayon, kaya yung purpose ng Soju Bill Equality is para magbago na yung tingin ng mga tao sa kanila at i-accept sila dun sa society rin nila para isipin na parang parte ka rin sa amin, hindi ka iba. I mean, iba ka sexually, pero tao ka pa rin. Ganon.
Pero before that, pumili mo na kayo ng pinakamagaling na representative. Juanes and Fernandez. Here's the question. Magbigay kayo ng tatlong LGBTQ plus celebrities or icon worldwide. Again, magbigay kayo ng tatlong LGBTQIA plus celebrity in the Philippines or worldwide. 1, 2, 3, go! Ulit. One, two, three, go! Ulit.
2 hours later.
1, 2, 3, go!
Sino yun?
At dahil natapos na yung game natin, at ang winner natin for this round ay ang Soji Team! Well, that ends our introductory game. Congratulations to the winner. Hopefully, this question gives you our eye-opening information before we proceed.
So, bago tayo magsimula sa ating topic, dapat muna nating alamin kung ano yung Soji Bill or at maintindihan. Kaya, meron siyang sexual orientation na meron detox na sexual, emotional, and romantic attraction.
Tumpak, heterosexual, ito yung mga tao na gusto sa opposite gender nila. At ang homosexual naman, ito naman ang mga tao na gusto same gender po. Tulad ng babae,
Next is gender identity, which defines someone's personal perception of their own gender. Kung saan yung isang tao, yung identity ng isang tao is assigned doon siya. It's either since birth or something different from it. Examples of it consist of cisgender, which is male or female. Transgender, non-binary, and gender neutralism.
So, last but not the least, yung gender expression. Ano nga ba yung gender expression? Ito yung mga katulad ng feminine, masculine, and genus. Ito yung pagkakaroon natin ng expression sa ating body at kung ano ba.
Paano naman yung bill? Tungkol nga ba sa atin?
Para makunawa natin yung mga sinabi nyo, lalo, magkakaroon tayo sa benefit and purpose ng Christian Society. Each guest will take a turn na pumunod sa ating bawal. And syempre, lahat yan may separate question. And kailangan lang dito sa opinion nyo or knowledge about sa specific question. Okay, so, Ready na ba kayo?
Para maunawaan ka lang nila yung Soji Bill, yung benefits nito, gagawa tayo ngayon ng isang activity. Bali lahat ng guests natin is tutunan ng specific question na pupunta sa kanila. Patutan naman sa kanila yun, tapos bigyan nila yung same general meaning. Kung ano yung nalalaman nila patungkol sa question na tutunan nila. So without further ado, let's begin.
What is the main goal of the Soji Equality Video? The Soji Equality Video is a proposed law to make sure na equal lang tayong lahat. Yun, equal tayo to make sure na equal tayo lahat so nobody can get treated poorly or unfairly. It's meant to follow through a promise of equal protection para sa ganon ma-apply yung rights ng lahat dun sa kanila. Dito.
Is the Philippines a gay-friendly country, and why is the Soji Bill necessary? Yes. The Philippines considered one of the most gay-friendly countries in Asia Pacific. 70% adult Filipinos ang sumusuporta sa acceptance of homosexuality. Despite sa acceptance na yun, marami pa rin discrimination ang lumalaganap sa sexual orientation and gender identity. The Soji Bill is necessary to protect everyone from such discrimination and to promote equal rights for all.
So next. Wala. Sino next?
Yung question mo sa akin is, how do religious beliefs impact the push for the Soji Bill in the Philippines? Kasi yung country natin, which is Philippines, is considered as a predominantly Christian country. Marami ditong Katoliko and kakaunti lang yung Muslim and yung other religion. Sinasabi kasi nila na parang opposite daw yung paniniwala natin. Bakit? Kasi sa simbahan, naniniwala sila na dalawang gender lang ang meron, which is yung man and yung woman. Tapos naman, sa pinaglalaban ng LGBT is maraming gender na meron. Merong gay, merong pansexual, merong trans, at merong iba pa. Pero ayun yung naisip nila. Tapos sinasabi nila na parang nananiligayahan mo freedom of speech. Pero para sa akin, mali naman yun. Kasi yung purpose ng Soji Bill is pantay-pantay na treatment and equality sa lahat, regardless sa gender na meron.
Ako naman. Yung question is, how common is discrimination against the LGBTQ plus community in the US? So, in the US, over a third of LGBTQ plus adults have faced discrimination in the past years, and especially those part of LGBTQ plus that have those have disabilities and transgender individuals. Similar lang din sa Pilipinas na may 60% na nakakaranas man din sila ng discrimination tulad ng nararanasan na discrimination ng nasa US. And 55% naman na pinapakita na sa rights ng mga LGBTQ+. Then, base sa mga nakalap naming data is malawak pa rin yung discrimination ng mga natatanggap ng mga parte ng LGBTQ+.
Sige ako. ma-restrict ang kanilang right para magsalita or freedom nila ng speech. Ayun. So, dahil sa ibang mga hindi naman or wala namang paki sa LGBT na mga issues. Isang example dito is baka may isang individual na hindi nag-agree sa issue ng kunyari sa isang issue ng LGBT. Natatakot siya na baka mag-criticize siya or baka mabasya sa media dahil ay nga hindi siya agree or agree dun sa lifestyle ng LGBT. So, ang add ko lang dito is yung Soji Bill na hindi lang naman siya, nagmumukha lang siyang pabor sa mga sa LGBT community, pero ang Soji Bill ay para sa lahat ng genders and equality ng lahat.
Is the Soji Bill trying to change traditional values? Since yung kanina nga sinabi ni Perez na yung Philippines is a predominantly religious country na kung saan yung values na naniniwalaan natin or yung traditional values na meron tayo is about mostly about family and marriage na kung saan yun nga na dapat kapag ang kasal ay para lang sa babae at babae sa lalaki or yung opposite genders. Pero ang Soji Bill kasi hindi niya ini-aim na i-change yung values or yung paniniwala ng iba't ibang tao kasi lahat naman tayo may preferences, may beliefs and values. Ang purpose lang ng Soji Bill is i-make sure na ang lahat ng tao ay treated fairly and with human respect. Soji Bill is not about changing values of everyone, but about respect and humanity. That's what.
Wala pa pala. Joke lang. So, ito yung nabuo ko. Discrimination is still a problem for the LGBT plus community. Para sa akin, yes. Kasi yung mga tao ngayon, ibibase ko na lang siguro ngayon, yung mga tao ngayon is kino-compare na yung dati kaysa dati. Dahil kung tulad sa mga trabaho na kumukuha nila ngayon is nagiging problem ito or nagiging part or napapakita dito yung discrimination kasi nga yung pagkakaiba ng mga bagay-bagay. Tulad ng sinasabi nila na kapag papasok sa isang trabaho ng pulis, bawal daw yung bakla. Kapag papasok ka sa sundalo, bawal daw yung bakla. Bakit yung iba naman is pwede? Like, mapapaisip ka na bakit hindi pantay yung turing ng ibang bagay sa tao niyan. Tao lang din naman siya. Oo, is iba yung nararamdaman niya sa puso niya, pero lalaki yung panlabas niya. Pero at least, bilang tao, maiintindihan mo na gano'n yun na lang. Ayun.
Now that we established truth and facts about the Soji Bill, I would like to open our podcast to look into the kaleidoscope. What do you see, partner?
For me, very colorful siya. Napaka-diverse ng shapes. And ayun nga, very colorful. Parang may kanya-kanya silang personality and unique.
Yes, pwede natin siya i-connect sa House Bill number 4982 or what the Soji Bill is really about. It signifies that we humans have different personalities, characteristics, and colors, but despite all of that, we should never forget to respect everyone.
And addition to that, kaleidoscope symbolizes yung holistic view natin as a human kasi iba't iba dapat yung makikita natin kapag gagamit tayo ng holistic point of view. And now, it's time to talk about the risk, opinion, and real-life situation about passing this bill. And for this part, we're going to discuss the negative effect of passing the bill because I believe that greater risk also have great consequence. Juanes, why don't you want to start?
Well, I've seen some articles na kung saan yung mga tinatawag nating activists o yung mga nagpo-promote ng societal issues katulad nito ng Soji Bill or LGBTQIA rights. Minsan yung mga taong ganito nire-red tag sila ng government. Pag sinabi nating red tag, ito yung pagli-label ng government as someone or a group na sila ay terrorist o communist ng ating bansa.
That must be so scary.
Kaya nga, no?
Having been tagged as forcefully as a communist can lead security issues, as there might be a chances that their personal life will be in danger.
Para sa akin naman, ang ideology ng transgender ay nagbibigay ng concern or nag-raise ng concern para sa mga biological na babae. Dahil ang transgender na woman ay pinanganak silang different biology na lalaki sila. So, mas may advantage sila sa mga totoong babae talaga.
Since pinag-uusapan na natin yung biological advantages, pag-usapan natin tanungin natin kung ano opinion ng totoong volleyball player dito sa...
Ito naman, binubuking ako. Pero yes, para sa akin, parang ang unfair na tulad kong bilang volleyball player na nakikita ko na paminsan is lumalaban na yung transgender sa babae. Parang unfair yun kasi as babae, syempre may normal kaming kalakasan. And yung mga transgender na may biological advantages before and ngayon ay nilalaban na sa normal girls. But para sa akin, unfair talaga siya.
Gaya lang din ng sa Miss Universe kasi 'di ba, yung bagong owner noon is transgender from Thailand. Kaya nung siya yung namuno, binago niya yung rules and piniyagan niya yung mga transgender na sumali doon. Siyempre, maraming mga negatives but meron naman din positive. Pero kung titingnan natin yung negative, tama nga yung sinabi niya na may advantage kasi mas matangkad yung mga transgender na pinapadala doon. Katulad ng representative last year from Portugal and Netherlands, makita mo talaga yung difference nila. Kaya tama lang din yung sinabi.
Adding to the possible risk, based on my research, there are people that firmly believes it poses a threat to the safety of women and children, especially women's public restroom, na baka pumasok sila or magkunwari silang transgender and magdulot yun ng harm. And sinasabi po, in their opinion, the individuals rights of individuals is necessary. Pero po yung safety po ng women and children is mas importante. Dapat po mas inuuna.
In addition to Jane's statement, these situations are more commonly than you think. As I read from international news article where a man, a member of Planet Fitness, pretending and claiming to be a biological woman, entered the ladies' room fully naked, which was very disgusting and absurd in my opinion.
Gosh, these risks really are scary if the bill do get passed. But enough about the negativity for now because I would like to open our podcast to real-life experiences and opinions though.
So, may nakalala ko dati na nung nasa junior high school ako, may kaklase akong medyo boyish umacto or medyo masculine siya magpakita sa sarili. So dahil doon nabubuli siya. Kaya I feel sad para sa akin. Dahil bakit siya kailangan ibuli dahil dahil masculine siya doon. Pero kaya agree ako sa part ng social media dahil lahat naman kasi tayo equally dapat matrato ng kung ano yung gender talaga natin or pinipili natin yung kalabasan.
So, yan. Personally, nararamdaman ko yung part na pinuwento niya. Pero sa akin naman, personally, ang Soju Bill, lalo na ngayon, is papalimutan ako ng mga biscuit na wala yun.
Sige na.
Personally, tulad nga ng sinabi niya, nararamdaman ko yung part ko yung sinasabi ko, yung kwento niya pa klase before. Kasi, lalo na ngayon na ang Soju Bill sa mga tao ay kilala na o pag narinig nila yung Soju Bill is parang pumapasok sa isip nila na, LGBT to, ganun ganyan. Lalo na ngayon, napapalimutan ako ng mga kaibigan na gano'n. At ang sa totoo ko lang, ang saya nila kasama kasi sila yung mga tao, pag malungkot ka, papasayahin ka nila, parang mawawala yung lungkot mo kasi andyan sila para sa'yo. And also, yung LGBT community is, para sa akin, is dapat nating bigyan toon kasi kung tayo mga normal na tao is nabibigyan natin ng pansin, mas maganda kung bigyan din sila ng pansin. Yeah. Ayun, umpisa ulit. 1, 2, 3, go!
Siguro, makapansin ba ako pag sinabi kong disagree ako? Oops! Pero kidding aside, agree ako dun sa mga party ng LGBT kasi kapag pinatupad yung house bill na yun, mapoprotektan sila hindi lang physically, kundi mentally, emotionally, spiritually, ayun, kaya agree na agree ako.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go!
Siyempre, I do agree na i-pass yung bill since nasa 21st century na tayo. Dapat as the time moves on, dapat yung mga beliefs din natin ay nababago. Kaya dapat mag-move on din tayo sa mas realistic na paniniwala na dapat lahat tayo ay dinitreat everyone with respect and with proper humility.
Yeah! 1, 2, 3, go! P! A! S! S!
So for me, agree naman ako dun sa pagkakaroon ng Soji Bill. Kasi nga kung nagawa rin yun ng Thailand passed the Soji Bill only in this year, I think kaya naman din yun ng Philippines. Kung titingnan natin sa holistic point of view. Kasi everyone naman deserves ng equal treatment. Dapat hindi tayo nag-base sa gender para mabigyan ng treatment. Kung sa halimbawa, hindi porket gay siya para yun yung siya treat na parang iba because mali yun. And for me, pag na-achieve naman natin itong Soji Bill, we can make this Philippines colorful again just like a rainbow.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go!
Ayaw ko na mag-drop.
Wait, Mike.
Ako naman nag-pre-auto sa pagpapatupad ng Soji kasi naniniwala ako na lahat ay pantay-pantay at dapat may respeto.
Okay, so last guy, si Gracero. Go, Gracero.
Naniniwala ko na yung actions have consequences. If you imagine Soji being a proper law and if you're proven and have violated its underlying rules, you will be fined and punished. It just establish my perception that bill should in fact be appeared to be implemented. As in allowing not just to set unity, but to everyone.
And that concludes our activity for today, which is yung Pass the Mic. Diba nakita natin yung iba't ibang perception, beliefs, o paniniwala natin tungkol sa pagpapatupad ng Soji Bill or experience natin sa mga membro ng LGBTQ community.
By using holistic perspectives, we are able to look at every aspect of this bill. We have concluded that despite the risk and danger of this, we still believe that it still stands most high. Am I right?
Tama ka dyan. So, ang main objective ng namin dinidiscuss ngayon ay para mas mag-move forward towards sa a non-discrimination community. Para lahat tayo ay mas matrato ng equally ng isa't isa.
Ayun, in addition dun, dahil sa batas na to, pwede natin ma-express yung sarili natin freely without the fear of discrimination or yung panglalaki ng ibang tao. Kasi yung batas na to, in-ensure niya na lahat ng tao ay mabibigyan ng karapatan na dapat ay meron lahat ng tao. Ay yung basic human decency na dapat binibigyan, na dapat meron lahat ng tao. Basically.
Hence, kapag naunawaan natin ito holistically or na-perceive natin holistically, maunawaan natin ito ng buo. Kumbaga, alam natin kung sino-sino yung judge natin at maunawaan din natin na kailangan sa lahat ng tao ay pantay-pantay or everyone deserves an equality. Alright, everyone, bago tayo matapos, it's time for our activity which is called Hashtag for the Day. Ngayon, bibigyan namin kayo ng mga papel tapos isusulat nyo yung hashtag. Pero yung word na yun is kung ano yung natutunan nyo ngayong araw sa episode natin na ito. Gets ba?
Yes!
Ngayon, yung post ko na si Miss Sumawa ang magbibigay ng marker at ako naman ang magbibigay ng mga paper.
Gusto ko maganda.
I love this idea. Everyone has a chance to share their thoughts. Hashtag LGBT.
Hashtag rainbow.
Yes.
Pero ano mo yung meaning na LGBT para sa'yo?
LGBT, yung mga gay, yung mga na-attract sa same gender.
Para sa akin naman, kaya pinili ko yung hashtag rainbow kasi ngayon parang colorful ng mga perspective na natutunan natin. Siyempre, rainbow represent the LGBTQ community napakaganda na naging topic natin yung ngayong araw kasi it allows us na tingnan yun in holistic way, not to judgment them, but uplift them as a part of our society.
Hindi ko na tayo. Ano yung time last time?
Yung bang pagkatuloy?
Ayun ang mga organis. Gagawin mo lang sa mga.
Ano bang ibigay mo?
So now, let's review their drawings.
1, 2, 3, go! Stop!
Yes!
Sino gusto mag-explain first? One.
So, yung nilagay ko is hashtag love. Kasi, pero yung hashtag love sa akin, kaya love yung nilagay ko dito. Kasi, nakikita ko sa mga taong tulad ng nasa loob ng LGBT, sobrang, malaki yung puso nila sa mga taong kailangan sila. Kasi, tulad yung nasabi ko kanina, na parang sila yung dahilan kung bakit sumasaya yung taong nalulungkot. Yun! Sunod siya ako, Kenneth.
Dapat naman sa lahat. Okay. Hashtag mo. Ang tama. Kaya ko sinulat yung book. Na, ayun lang, di ba gusto naman natin ipagtupad yung Soji Bill sa TV? Sure ako may hope yun. Okay, bigay naman natin kay...
Ang naman, hashtag peace. Kasi kailangan natin tigil na yung discrimination.
Sino next? Wala, hindi yun isa.
Kaya ako sulat yung courage. Kasi parang nakaka-courage parang nakaka-courage magtiwala sa mga katulad nila na kahit ganun sila, kailangan bigyan natin sila ng tiwala na yung pagkakapantay-pantay.
Mahiyak siguro kami.
Last but not least.
Kagaya ko yung sagot ni Alvin for sa'yo. Ganun po. Ang sinulat ko po is hashtag equality. Kasi yun, kanina ko siya binabanggit, equality. Yung Soji Bill is all about equality, whoever you are. Sino ka man, si shirt ka man, sino ka man. Yun, sinabi ni Bracero na dapat lahat tayo pantay-pantay, regardless of who you want to be, and what you want. Kaya yun, equality.
Wow, what an amazing discussion we had today. We tackled some crucial points about the Soji Equality Bill and its role in promoting inclusivity and non-discrimination in the Philippines. It's not just about the LGBTQ+ community. It's about ensuring that everyone is treated with dignity and respect. We also heard how this bill aims to protect people's rights and prevent discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. Of course, it's not perfect, as there are valid concerns about safety and religious beliefs. But what's important is having open conversations to find a balance that works for everyone. Ultimately,
The SOGI Equality Bill is a significant step towards a more equal and fair society. Whether you're for or against it, continuing to talk about these issues and supporting one another is what truly matters. Thank you so much for tuning into Equality Beshies. Let's keep this conversation going and remember, we're all in this together. See you in the next episode.